Hello, this is Blu-ray Cinema. Talking about movies of today, yesterday, and tomorrow, stuff like that. Yeah, so also going to update about videos for Blu-ray new releases of the week. So this is all new release news too, but I'll put it down on the video description. So yeah, I also want to give a shout out to two subscribers, two new subscribers on my channel. I don't know your name. I didn't write this down. I don't have it in front of me, but I will acknowledge you by name in a future video. So I say thank you, and I am very appreciative. Now we're talking about the main attraction here, Return of the Living Dead 3 by Vestron Video Lionsgate, which came out in 1993. I don't know if it says 92 or that's wrong. It's 93. So this is like a Romeo and Juliet kind of story, where it's a boy falls in love with a girl that's into punk and stuff like that, and then they just want to take off because the dad's in the military. His dad's military stuff like that, and deals with the toxin that controls the zombies, or what makes them, stuff. And so they sneak into a lab, and then she gets infected and bitten by one of them, and so they go on a cross-country trip while she bites other people and other stuff, and then because they were in motorcycle to go somewhere, and they crash it, and she dies, he doesn't, and then he uses stuff to bring it back to life, and she does all stuff to her body and puts all these stuff in there because she's hurting. She doesn't want to feel pain, and then she goes to other people. They become zombies too, and then they find them together, all this stuff, bring it back to the lab. So it's a Romeo and Juliet kind of thing with stuff. So yeah, Brian Hughes directed it. Yeah. So it has special features. It's 2K scan. It's unrated. It's 97 minutes. And I know, like a year and a half ago, no, over a year ago, they found lost footage for this movie. 8 more minutes more. The thing is, right now, we're not going to be able to see it because Lionsgate doesn't want to do it right now. They rather do their limited stuff, which I think is stupid. And this collector series on their limited site, which is even more stupid. And I talked about that in a couple of videos already. But this is collector's edition. It's digitally restored, which it says right here on the back here. It's Vestron Real Collector Series. It goes She's to Die For, the 3 right there. And I tell you right now, that's the subcover. That's the same on the front and the back. And right here is the Blu-ray right here. If you can see me, there you go. And I like 1. I like 3. 2 is bullshit. 2 is just bullshit. It's like trying to be a comedy, a horror film. I don't know what it's trying to be, but it's trying to copy Magic of 1 and just fails flat. It's 2 of the stars of 1 into part 2, which makes no fucking sense. And 2 is just bullshit. I'm sorry, people, but 2 is just bullshit. We see beginning it's great, and then gradually it just turns into Mr. Shit. 3 is, I think, just a one-off, and then like 13 years later they do 12 years later they do 4 and 5 back to back, and has stuff to do with the trioxin formula, but other than that, it's bullshit. It's a bullshit movie. They're bullshit movies. They're straight to sci-fi, junk. And now they're remaking Return of the Living Dead 1. I don't think I ever talked about it. Was Leona Quigley wants to do her version, and then they want to do another version of remaking Return of the Living Dead. So everyone called Trashes blah 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 blah, because that was Leona Quigley's character in part 1, and then you got Nurse Stu wants to reboot part 1 with different characters, the same. Nobody knows for sure. So, is it going to be made? Who knows? But this is a great sequel. It's got audio commentary by director Brian Yunza, actress Melinda Clark. I think that's a interview or featurette. Special makeup effects artist Tom Ramon. Oh, audio commentary with three of them. Oh, okay, I see. A conversation director Brian Yunza, screenwriter John Panini. Interviews with special effects Steve Johnson, Chris Nelson. Interviews with production executive David Tribbett and editor post-production supervisor Christopher Ross. Theatrical trailers and still gallery. Unrated. Special features not rated. Yeah. So I had no idea there was a lost footage uncut version out there. I mean, more cut to this, because in the lost footage there's more gore and there's a alternate ending which they tried in work print somewhat but didn't use it. But I love this movie. This is one of my favorite zombie films besides Dawn of the Dead that I like very much. And I appreciate this. I wish there was more stuff like this. Not zombie, not Return of the Living Dead 3, but more movies kind of like this. B-rated, but very, very good, very, very well done, and I like it very much. So, I know this video is going to be short today. There's not much to talk about, and I think this week, come to Blu-ray, there's not much. I think there's a couple things, but it's like, oh, this week is Bear Off Dead in 4K, and it'll come to me. But the biggest one is Bear Off Dead, 4K Blu-ray, from Paramount, which is good. I know there's Criterion in there, and there's Shout Factory in there. There's like maybe Kino Lorber too, but not much. The 12th there's more, but this week there's not that much. It's set up on Ville's description down below. Other than that, until the next, have a great day. Hope everyone had a good weekend. And as I said, this chance to talk about movies and the passion of movies, always will. I'm not gonna lie to you guys ever on my channel. I'm not like some people who say I'm in debt and I have no money to buy movies anymore, but yet they're still buying them when they have no money. Doesn't make sense, does it? No. That person is called a grifter. And people know, and YouTube knows who to talk about this person, this YouTuber, who does Blu-ray trips but can't get anything. And has too much anyway to even begin with. Because I watch this person's channel and that person is, you know what? I'm not going to say anymore because I don't want to be taken off his channel, but you know what I mean. Where our YouTubers, I see them and, and they're not greedy or anything like that, but they know what they have, they know what they're doing, and they know what they're talking about. But there's one or two YouTubers out there who want to be so greedy, who want everything and still not happy with getting everything or getting free or getting review copies, and it's still not enough. When I say that, then get out. But I'll be able to do this job and just get out. You're not happy with it, get out. You're not satisfied, or you want more and more and more, then you're never going to be satisfied. I know I like, and I like a lot of stuff like most people do like, but there's some stuff there I like myself. But I am not going to get like 20 other things and then like 100 other movies and then hate like 80 of them. Because I need all that. I don't need all that. Nobody needs all that. like 80 movies a week or 100 movies a month. Nobody needs that much. That's why advice to give when I start out. Start slow, do your homework, do things the right way, research stuff, stream stuff, watch stuff when you can. And if you like it, then say, yeah, I get it because it's worth it. They may not find it depending on what it is. If you love it, yeah, definitely. Or if you're not sure, once in a while take a chance, but don't blind buy every week because you don't know. That's in today's, in 2025, blind buying is pretty much not the right thing to do right now. As in Blu-ray collecting, or 4K collecting, it's not. And some YouTubers are realizing that. I've realized that all along. Not because I'm smart, because I know I can only do this and this and this and this. I can get something like this and be happy with it, or I can get like 3 other films and I'm happy. I mean, I wish I could have a little bit more, get a little bit more, but if I can't, I can't. I can do what I can. But as I said, do I recommend this to people? Yes. Can you stream this on Tubi or something like that? I think you can. I'm not 100% sure on that, so don't quote me on that. But if you want to check it out, it's a good find. It's a good buy, and I do recommend this wholeheartedly. And again, I say to my subscribers, thank you. And until next, I'll see you then, and keep you posted. Alright, later, and bye-bye.